Greetings and welcome to another weekly vault video with me, Treggyz. Let's get right into it, shall we? I got a few vaults to do today, and I decided to sleep in because it was raining this morning, so I stayed in bed. Now here I am recording this pretty late, so I gotta get it going. I was expecting a big pop-up thing for the new patch today, but it's just like the delve thing and the Wrathy storyline and lore walking, so I don't think I need any of these things. Not really. So I should just go for a socket. Yeah. Instant socket. That's why I did this, just to make sure I would get a thing real fast. Moving right along. Maybe I'll get my my wish fulfilled of like kind of being snappy today. Actually, I'm gonna change it up because I'll talk about it a little bit more later on in the video. But I ended up doing a mythic raid on my demon hunter in evade this last week. I didn't stream it, but yeah, let's see what I got. Let's see if I got lucky or not. There's even a tiny chance I might raid again on it tonight, so we'll see what happens. Ill-gotten gains, come on. That's pretty boring, and I should have done more 10s. Damn. I just figured I usually only do like the 4 mythic pluses for a character, and I figured because I did mythic raid, I'll just be lazy then and I'll only do the 1. Should have maybe done more. If these had been myth legs, you know, that would have been pretty nice. Oh yeah, I can catalyze the belt and get really nice stats for vengeance at least. So I think that might be what I do. Yeah. Kind of boring. I was like, man, this character has a lot of potential to get something really cool. I was hoping for like the Rick neck, you know. That would have been pretty pog. Because I still get something like decent out of that. Not necessarily the best. I'll just keep it rolling. Back up to the top. Ugh, the original cast. There's the patch. There's the patch pop up. Throwing a quest in my face. Like, I am excited to maybe go try that stuff out for a minute, but ooh, actually, those are not bad. It's kind of just a stat upgrade, in my opinion. I go for a socket. Oh, I don't need one. Oh, okay. Even better. Not a bad little upgrade. Those will be. Most of my characters, I kind of like last week, I only ended up doing basically 1 plus 10 for, except for my Pally. I'm pretty sure my Pally's the only character who got multiple 10 ends. I've developed a bad habit these last few weeks. What I keep doing on some of my characters is I'll do like 2 10s or 2 12s or 3 10s or whatever, and then I just like won't actually finish it out. And fucking flame vents. Why the flame vents? Signet good for red? I imagine it is, right? Or at least it has to be like decent. That's a card. Pacemaker Eye. Viscera Signet. Yeah. I will just take that. I'm not gonna think about flame vents. This trinket always shows up. It's like the most regular trinket in my vault pool every week, I swear. And it's horrible. It's just a real bad trinket, okay? Take it from me, I'm the person who showed up the most for. Alright. 1 volt wonder. I think I've already gotten these before. Yeah. I don't think wrist catalyzing anything good for Mage, because I'm Pretty sure I just like committed a few weeks ago to doing the Tinker belt, which or not belt, excuse me, the bracers, and yeah, it's exact same stats basically. Although I saw how many tokens I happen to have on this character, so I could just grab tokens and get double sockets because I've apparently not done anything with them. But at the same time, my gear I could socket or is not really worth socketing. This already has a socket on it. Can't actually socket this because it has the Tinker in it. And then I have a hero belt. I could just I could grab the tokens and just sit on it and wait. Just if these had been the other way around, if it had been heavy verse, I'd probably like actually be like not that upset with these items, but like it has to be heavy crit, and it's just like crit's like kind of the worst. Yeah, I kind of like that idea of just tokens and just wait. Hopefully I get lucky for the end. I got 2 sockets ready to go. Wait, you can actually? Oh, look at that. I actually can throw a socket on the Tinker bracers. That's convenient. I would not have guessed that you could do that. But I guess the technology is literally from BC, where they used to have the old gem, the different colored gem sockets. So that's basically all it is, right? That is cool. I didn't know that. I decided to buy the socket and click on it, see if anything glows that I wasn't aware of, and it's like, oh crap, the bracers. I'll take that. An actual gain from my boring, depressing vault. Right. Leg upgrade. I would like to do more on my rug. It's just probably the most it probably of all my characters I play, it just provides the least amount of benefit to any group. So it's like I feel like it's the hardest to get this into a group of like pugs, for instance. If I get like friends around, it's pretty easy to get keys, but full on pugging though is a bit of a hassle. But I do find my rogue a lot of fun. So that's why I keep playing it, even though it's usually only 1 key a week. Last second. Hey, I do enjoy playing it still, so we keep playing it. What will I get on my Warlock? Oh, another Signet, which would be cool, but I literally just got that last week, and I'm not actually using it yet. Or I think it was like I think I need to upgrade it, and I think it's better for like AOE or something. I can't remember exactly, but well then. Little sad. But again, that's what happens when you write it all on one vault slot. You could sometimes just get unlucky and literally get a repeat item. It sucks to get a repeat item 2 weeks in a row, but it happens, right? Sometimes that does indeed just happen. Did my demon hunter, my monk? I started making progress on doing the triple threat achievement, which is completing timed 10s for all rolls in Mythic Plus. So I decided I was going to heal on a Mistweaver, and it ended up being a pretty fun week. I did 4 keys on it, actually, 4 10s. I would have done the rest of them, but I was like, eh. Eh. We will take the first 4 and call it good there. Flame Vents again. Well, I think the helmet, as is pretty good. No need to twist. At least it's very good for Mistweaver. Yeah, I did a bunch of 10s last week on this guy. As a healer, my first time really healing all expansion. Or, I mean, actually, yeah, that is pretty sure. Like, I did heal, like, a key or two on my Evoker last season, but, like, yeah, I think I literally did a 10 as healer, whereas I did 4 this time. So, I mean, this must be the time when I'm getting very serious about it, huh? 'Cause I did 4 instead of just 1. But, Mistweaver's Mistweaver's all right. Kind of just like you're kind of just throwing stuff out on people, and then you're doing DPS for the rest of the time. I'm just doing some crafting orders. Getting my recap real quick, and I'll be trying to make it brief this time. Actually, literally brief. As far as prog and things went last week, there was no prog for either guild because Evade, we ended up having another like roster boss week where basically we maybe there wasn't, maybe it was only the one for myself. So yeah, due to roster boss, we grabbed pugs and just did our reclear. Again, I was on my demon hunter. People were wanting the DH buff for their parses, and I was just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll just bring my DH. You know, trying to find one. Uh, you know, it was like maybe you'll find a DH, maybe not. Like I didn't want to like hold up raid waiting for 20 minutes for a demon hunter DPS to show up. So just swapped over to my demon hunter, and it was actually our like technically our smoothest ever reclear because we one shot every single boss. Like usually we mess up on like Vexy, people just like don't deliver the gas or whatever happens to the bikes, and we just like fall behind on that, or like Rick, we just like don't kill the barrels fast enough. But hey, we just did everything perfect and had a perfect reclear. If it weren't for the fact that we waited around for people, we would have been done in 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It was pretty nice to do that, and I got to actually play a different character and got to actually like test, like, again, the last time I played my demon hunter in a raid, I remember getting like just obliterated because it was Sepulcher, and it was like heroic Anduin. I just like could never kill that boss on my demon hunter. I just got destroyed as soon as it came down to like the solo tank attack speed amp against that boss. So feels good to have I mean, I feel like none of the first few bosses are like have any sort of tank check anywhere close to the Anduin check, because I remember right, Anduin, he used to get like a stacking attack speed and damage buff or something every time he attacked the tank. So it was like what would happen is he would send the other tank, he would send the other group, like half your group, down to like the basement where they're doing their own phase against like trash, and you're just kind of stuck there alone, just getting walloped by him. And you would just like, you'd used to just like swap right beforehand, like you let the other tank get stacks just before they go down. But I think because I was mainly pugging at that time on my demon hunter, I want to say I always got bad pug tanks who never swapped off right, and I would just get absolutely destroyed for it. Because demon hunter, comparing demon hunter defensives to DK defensives, it's like DK has what, like 4 or 5 defensives that all, like, not only do you have a few of them ready to go all the time, you even have Dancing Rune Weapon and Vamp Blood, which are just always sort of up, as long as you're like doing your like basic rotation right. So going back to Demon Hunter, where it's like you only got meta and Fiery Brand, it's like, man, yeah, you're kind of, if you have to sit and tank for a while, you kind of don't got a lot of options unless you always get the good fell dev resets to get like the mini meta. But it again, everything worked out. We killed our bosses. All good. Good week for Evade. WoW though. It ended up not being quite so good of a week for WoW. We had our reclear was a little messy and weird, and we actually weren't able to kill Gallywix last week, so nobody got mounts this last week. We really threw on Mugsy and then Galley. But we had different people in for the kills, so it's like it was gonna get a little messy. It just went on a little too long for Eris's patience this week, so it happens, I guess. I just ran out of time. Boils down to that. Yeah, I'm thinking keep my video a little short and sweet. I think that's all I'm going to talk about this week. So, thanks again for watching and hanging out. I'll be back next week for another one of these, and in the meantime, I'll be doing some raid streams and stuff. So, remember to like and subscribe at the very end of the video. And I know basically nobody watches this part, but hey, it's all good. I mean, there's like 3 people who watch it, and hey, you guys, you're the best. So thank you. I'll see everybody around. Goodbye.